What's up? How are we doing? Chat today, tonight. It is so like dark in my room. All right, I just posted everywhere that I'm live, so we'll give everybody a minute to come in and say what's up. I think we're good. If anybody's in here already, you can hear me, right? I'm good. I have a lot of stuff that I want to talk about today, for sure. It's so funny, like right now everybody is talking about Pokemon cards. Like Pokemon cards is the number one thing that everybody is talking about. Which is hilarious because I literally have been collecting Pokemon cards for the past like 4 years. And now all of a sudden everybody's like hopping on. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but acting like they care, yeah, people are so funny. But the irony behind it is like Pokemon cards, they move so much slower in terms of value increasing. Like so much slower. So yeah, let's see. So Pokemon cards, uh I ended up sticking through my troll trade and I sold into the pump today, so that was sick. And I definitely want to talk about that trade as well. But before I do that, I wanted to say what's up. What's going on, Glocks? Cooley, what's going on, my man? You sold all of your 25th anniversary sealed a few months ago. I actually sold a little bit of sealed stuff, like not a lot, but uh everything was mooning super hard. So I kind of don't blame people for selling into like the initial pump, but I have a whole stack of Pokemon cards that I need to go and take and sell cuz I'm like, dude, there's just no way. Like this is crazy. They're shilling their bags though, so fair game. Yeah. Everybody is like all on like the new Pokemon meta and stuff, which I'd been hoping for a good Pokemon meta for a long time. Congrats on the troll trade. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a second. I'll show up or I'll show the trade and how it turned out, but troll was one of my best coins that I've like ever traded. And what's funny is I traded it. I'll explain in a minute. I'm gonna wait till we get uh the community here a little bit more first, and then afterwards we will well actually I'll start getting into it right now. I might as well. You're sick, had to leave work. How's my night going? Well, let's just get into all of it. Let me get everything ready. I need to get my screen like fully pulled up and everything. How are you guys feeling about everything right now and today? Like, how is today for you guys? There have been a lot of creator coins that have been rugging, which is kind of lame because everyone's just chasing like the next creator coin and they're rugging because a lot of them aren't legit to begin with. Today was great. Well, so I'll let me just start by going over the troll trade. So, I'm gonna flip everybody around in a second, but I want to get the chart pulled up. Oh my god, dude, I cooked. I absolutely cooked. So, uh, if you're in chat right now, type 1 real quick. Just type 1, and then I'm gonna start. Okay, we're good. We're good. Let me turn down my music a little bit though. All right, so let me pull up my my P&L for it as well, so that you guys can see how I did on it. So I only traded troll on this wallet once. The other times I traded it were on a different wallet. So it's only going to show on this one like a little bit. Let me flip you guys around. All right, we're good. So check this out. So as a lot of you guys know, I sized into troll, and I was like really sad because it started dumping last night after cards like started pumping super hard, and I had like a pretty big bag in this. Like you could see this was my average. It dipped down below it a little bit, and I had to like hold through that, which was whatever. But the announcement today that the troll team acquired the IP, and I literally just sold everything into the pump. So was pretty happy with the way that that turned out, honestly. Because you know it's funny. So I was taking a nap, and I had my laptop like on my chest still, and I like was kind of just like knocked out. And I opened my eyes, pulled up the troll chart, and the the coin had just mooned, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I thought that my shit was like glitching, but yeah. So this on this trade, I made like 30K. This was my total P&L of all the times that I traded it. So obviously, this was 3 separate trades, but I did end up making over 500 SOL on it. And this was like one of the coins that I traded like better than most of the other coins that I've traded before. Especially in terms of like total. Like absolutely printed on that. So happy about that. So that happened. And I would consider buying back into it again, but I'm kind of looking at like other I'm looking at like other plays right now. Like cards. Which I also, by the way, did scalp this. You can see this right here. I made like 3K scalping it from 454 mil to 483. uh I literally just saw it break out, and I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go for like a very quick play, and if I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. And so I aped like 50K into it. And then it went up like 7%, and I just sold. Just like a massive risk. But I was like, you know what, dude, I'll just go for that and see what happens. So luckily for me, trades have been doing okay the past couple days. The one coin that I'm in that really is pissing me off is I'm still holding a bag of Mog, and it's just not going up anymore. It's like the interest on ETH coins is basically zero. Like nobody cares about coins on ETH anymore at all, even though everybody's on the timeline literally screaming that ETH is going up and, you know, ETH is, you know, going to 10K and all this stuff, but nothing on ETH is actually following at all. So we're going to see what happens with this, because I would actually even be interested in making another play on this at some point, maybe even on stream. Like I might trade this on stream. If it dumps, if it gets like super low, I might just like size in and try to hit a play on it. Did I enter cards this morning? No, I bought it like 2 hours ago. So I bought it 2 hours ago, and like I said, I just literally bought. I bought and I just sold literally for like 7%. Yeah, dude, Pokey Soul. What are the chances, man? Look at this. No, this isn't what I'm thinking about. You thought about me this morning when it dipped, but you didn't enter. I didn't enter either because I was still in troll. But now I'm fully liquid, so now I can do whatever I want again, which feels good. Which is actually it made sense, because what I did is I sold troll, and then when I saw it pumping, I was like, all right, this is gonna break out. I aped 50K. It went up like literally 7%, and I sold. I scalped it. I made like 3 grand on that. I exited troll. Yeah, I did. Sub Ash, thanks for all the guidance in crypto. Of course. Of course, of course. Glad to help. What's going on, Mello? What was my troll P&L? I just showed it on stream, but it was this. So we cooked. And now I'm just going to wait for other plays. I don't really want to be tied up in anything like long term, because it was like pretty hard to not want to nuke my trolls so I could buy into other stuff. But I got the perfect exit pump when they announced that whole they were getting the IP. So that was awesome. But yeah, this Pokey Soul coin, I cannot believe it. We were literally looking at this coin when it launched at what, 40K? I'd never expected it to go this high. It's unfucking believable, actually. I couldn't believe it. When I saw it at 2 mil, I was like, I am just beyond myself. Like, what the fuck is that? Today was kind of like a midday for trading, I guess, outside of like Troll was a good play, but there weren't really any like good runners. It's like everything is kind of just like Pokemon. Congrats, Mello. You hit a 3x. Good shit, dude. How long was I holding Troll? I held it for, let's see. Good question. I bought on the 29th. I bought again on the 30th. Then I sold today. So 5 days. I was like, this is the dip. I then bought again. It nuked, like, I bought this nuke, dumped a little bit more. Then I had to just hold through it. I was pretty confident that it was going to bounce back. Did I buy any lottery tickets? Oddly enough, I did, and I did not win the lottery. But I did go to the gas station today and I bought a lottery ticket. I don't think I matched a single number, actually. I think the most I've ever gotten on any lottery ticket was like 2 numbers. Like, you got to be the luckiest motherfucker on the planet. It never hurts to blow $15 a month on lottery. Dude, I was thinking about it actually. It's so funny that you say that. I was saying to myself, like, I will go on here and I'll ape like 50 soul into a coin that I have no business aping because it like has such a high chance of topping out. And then I will also not like why would I not buy like $50 worth of lottery tickets like literally every week? To me, I'm just like, I should do that. And I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to start doing it like I'm basically gonna just set aside like $50 every week and just blow it on the lottery. And just play the lottery like once a week, every week, regardless of what like the jackpot is. Because even if you win it when it's not like super high like this, like could you imagine? Like, could you literally imagine winning $100 million? I know everybody that is in here has thought about like what you would do if you won the lottery. And what's funny is like if I won the lottery, I feel like I would literally do the same exact thing that I do now. Is that considered gambling? Everything that you do in life is gambling, technically. Like if I won the lottery, I would literally not change anything. I would keep doing like everything that I normally do. I'd still stream. Cuz like one of my biggest goals that I've wanted to do is get 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, but I don't post on YouTube. And it's like I feel like my life basically isn't complete until I do something like that. Once I make once I make hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, then like my life is basically complete. Until then, I'm a failure. Because that's one of those things that like you can't really, you can't buy that. Like you technically could, but like I would want to earn it. I don't even have 100,000 followers on Twitter, and that's the platform that like I actively get like tens of thousands of views on every day. I might go for a scalp on this, but I'm waiting for better entry. Like, I want this to dump. Like, it hit almost 500 mil. I want this to go down to like basically right here and retest this for like a small bounce. And I'll probably ape like 50 or 60K into it and try to hit like a 10 to 20% move again. Like, if I could make another like 5 to 10K tonight, I would be super happy with that. But you can tell that the market makers definitely turned off the volume on this thing for tonight. At least for right now. They're just kind of like letting it ride. And then they'll come in and they'll scoop it. I think there's a bot someone's using to extract every token that migrates. I noticed this sort of thing happens when Sol's at 200 or up. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that are running bots and stuff. Older tokens are generally safer in general. That's why new pairs are just so fucked because it's a very like predatory place. Like new pairs are really cooked. Oh, dude, look, dumping. Someone dumped a massive, massive bag. 90K, 100K in one transaction, 10K, 6K. So yeah, someone just literally full stacked. What was this? Did I see 130K? Or am I tripping? My eyes deceiving me. Did I pass it? You stopped buying new pairs since February? Yeah, well, new pairs are like terrible right now for sure. New pairs sucks. But that's what everybody wants to trade. Like everybody just loves trading new pairs. Yeah, I remember Baron too, oddly enough. Baron was a crazy, crazy coin. I believe I lost money on Baron at the end of the day on that because I was trying to buy the dip on it and it just kept nuking to zero. And I was like, well, God damn, I'm fucked. With all that being said, though, like I might take some trades. What happened with my troll trade? I guess I'm going to have to explain this a million times. I sold into the pump. I sold into the pump and I cooked. I'm very happy with how it went. You know what's funny is there were a lot of people last night that were watching stream and they either messaged me or they came back into stream to be like, how'd it go? I'm not gonna lie, last night before bed, I was highly considering selling it because I was like so mad that I was locked up in it. And I was like, well, dude, I got to get out of this thing to buy cards. So I'll give you like a really good example. So I was holding Troll for like multiple days and I didn't want to sell because I was like, when you zoom out, I was like, dude, this is such a good entry. It went to 280 million. It dumped down to like 145. And I was like, this is such a great entry. And I just told myself, like, I'm going to be patient. And the thing that like really threw me off was the fact that cards was pumping so hard. And it was one of those things where even though I was mad, what I should have done is I should have just sold troll and then rotated into this short term and then bought back my position. But I didn't. And instead of FOMOing in and making a bad decision, I decided to just like sit there and just wait it out. And my patience there actually like really helped me because I obviously got lucky because it pumped super hard today, which is good. But yeah, it was a good trade on my part to not get overly tilted. Thoughts on grailed.gg? I've heard about it, but I haven't used it. Where did cards come from? It's a Pokemon card website that involves crypto, and they've been running for a while. But they just dropped their token a couple of days ago, and nobody really paid much attention to it until somebody caught on that they'd made a lot of revenue, and everybody loves to pretend about that they love revenue. Um, and then it just Gakebot, and then Cooker, and then JS, and POW, and then everybody piled on, and um, people realized that the circulating market cap for this coin is actually not 407 million. It's like 40 million because I believe it's like only 10% float. So there's a lot of people that are probably not wanting to bid this because they think that it's too high. But in reality, it's like for the time being, because there's no like current unlocks of the rest of the tokens, 40 million is really not that out of the ordinary for a token that is backed by a company. Well, it's like for a company that has done a good amount of revenue. Like I don't remember exactly like the numbers of how much money they've made, but they've definitely done all right. Like they've made money. Um, Gake just blasted 70 soul into this, whatever the fuck this is. Play games with an entire chat while competing for a chance at token rewards. Play Pokemon Red now. Oh, is this a Pokemon coin? Interesting. Some guys are playing Pokemon on stream. Interesting. I hate buying after Gake because it'll kind of just range forever, dude. The Gake channel is a real thing. You couldn't come to bid it? I mean, yeah, I don't think I'm going to bid it either. I saw that a bit ago, but the chart bothered me. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen this yet today. Am I familiar with Zard? Yeah, so actually it's funny that you mentioned that about Zard. I had them literally shilling this coin down my throat when it was at 500k, and I thought the idea was good, and I faded it because I was just like, what's gonna push this to like a mil or 2 mil or 3 mil? And in my head, I actually did say to myself, like, maybe I should check out Zard, and then by the time I did it, it was too late. Can I look at GPU? This one? If you're trading more established coins, how much money is a good amount to trade with? The answer to that, regardless of high market cap or low market cap, is however much you're willing to lose and how long you're willing to stay in a coin. If you're trading higher market cap stuff, you really got to have conviction on it. Like, for example, I made like over 30K in the past day, and it was literally by holding with size 2 coins that were over $150 million market cap, which most people would not even bother touching, but whatever. Oh my God, it's an Elon tweet? Dude, please no. How many monitors do I use? I have 3. I have a sideways monitor here. I have a big monitor up top, and then I have like a main one in front of me. And oddly enough, I actually have a new like ultra wide monitor sitting in a box, and it's been literally sitting there for almost a year. Never took it out. Like didn't want to do anything with it. Yeah, 2 discords on the vertical. Charts on top. Charts or Twitter here. Oh, would you look at that? OG Ant comes in to save the day. Maybe this is getting caballed. Oh, okay, sorry. How do you get those signals from the wallet that you track? You just put them into Axiom. Like this is a website that like everybody uses. I really don't like bidding. You guys know I don't like bidding new stuff, but I especially don't like bidding. I don't like bidding Elon tweets. What's up, Johnny? Photon fell off. People use like Axiom and Padre more now. You saw Troll bumped up a little today? Yeah, it did. I sold into the pump. Uh, that's the level that you're working towards. I've made more money holding than scalping, and quick trades is exhausting. I don't know how Cup does it all day. He just does, man. But I said this in another tweet, like, there's so much money to be made in holding good coins, and you don't have to sit there all day long, and you can go live your life, especially with people that like have jobs and stuff. Like, most people do not want to just sit and stare at their computer all day and have to wait for a coin um to go up. That's like a 100K market cap shitter. Like, it could die in 2 seconds and you just get fucked. It's like so much nicer if you can ape a good coin and then hold it and catch like a 20, 30, 40, 50% move. How do I feel about GOAT? Not a fan. I'm patient. I didn't used to be patient like this. Recently, I've really had to build that up. And sometimes I get too patient. Like on GP, dude, I literally held that way too long. My original entry on Troll was 145 mil, and I sold at a 195. You know what's funny? You bring up Zera, bro, is I actually cut that at a really good time. What's weird is like back in November, I was very, very quick to cut losers because there was so much going on that I felt like I could just rotate it into something else and make the money back super quick. But these days, like, it almost pays to be a little bit more patient because the coins that are worth buying will do, though they will bounce back. You listed a bunch of sealed Pokemon on eBay. Is that where you sell it? You could go to a card show if you live in a decent enough city. Damn, this is getting fucking cooked. I might try to scalp this actually. Do I think that Fidgetals or Courtyard will launch a coin and vamp cards? It could happen. Could definitely happen. Yeah, part of me wants to bid this here, but I don't know. Oh yeah, this is fucking cooked now. I'm gonna trench real quick. Are we trenching? But on like the whole thing about um other like card platforms and stuff, dude, if I was them, I'd be launching. I should have trenched, bros. That was a good play. Loopy or aped? I don't have his wallet. I need to get it. Wow. That guy literally just saved this coin. Thank you. I will add his wallet. Oh my god. I don't know. I'm just picking a random thing. I fucking hate Elon tweets, dude. Like, I hate Elon tweets. Oh my god, dude. These guys are not fucking serious. Yeah, I thought about it. I thought about taking the trade. Decided not to. Rowdy came back. Yeah, I saw him. Uh, he aped something else earlier, I think. I remember when he made a post where he was like, "I'm done trenching." Or why is he still holding 120K of this coin? That's it. Wait, what? This makes no sense. Okay, that's just bugged. Wow, are you fucking kidding me? Damn, that was Gen entry. This is so mid. Oh my god, dude. I just realized I've been listening to the same song on repeat the entire stream. Holy shit, I'm cooked. Yeah, like, I don't even care who's in a coin. I'm going to keep it 100 with all of you guys. No, seriously, dude, Twitter tweet like related coins have always done so bad for me if you don't get in like right when it launches. Yeah, it's mid as fuck, dude. So mid. It's an Elon tweet. Like, he's not gonna tweet about it again. Dude, I hate everything. I'll say this though, like, uh, I did cook heavily on Peanut. That was when Elon could not be touched, dude. His motion was like incredible. Anytime he tweeted about Peanut, oh my god, it fucking pumped so hard. And then Trump tweeted about it. Fuck me up, dude. That was like amazing. But it's like half the stuff that people try to turn into coins, like from him, it's just whatever. By the way, Elon is 1,000,000% in the trenches. There's no doubt about it. He is paying attention to everything that's going on. You cannot convince me otherwise. With the way that he tweets about things and like certain coins will pump because of him, like Annie, dude. Annie was like the perfect example. This shit mooned, and it was because of Elon. And then it just died because he fucking stopped caring about it. Because he's just ready to push another fucking coin. I swear. You think he's devved? I don't think he's devved. dude, it just is what it is. Like Elon is in the trenches. Is the top 10 holders average buy useful? Yeah, I think so. The way he plays video games, no doubt. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god, dude. All right, so now there's another GPU that's vamping this GPU, and this one's dumping. You know, I saw a tweet about this earlier today where someone basically was like, I onboarded my normie friend into crypto and taught them how to use Axiom and taught them, like, you know, how to trade and what to look for and everything. And they bought into a runner. And then the guy asked, like, why there was three others that started running and the one that he was in died. And the guy was like embarrassed to tell his friend that that's what happens, that there'll just be like three different coins and you just have to hope that you get into the right one and you could get vamped. And he had to like explain what vamping was. And like as I was reading that, it really it just reminded me that it's normal to us. Like obviously if you're watching this stream, like you're somewhat connected into to coins and so you know what's up. But it's like, dude, if you're in this coin, like now literally look at what's happening. And let's say that you don't have any wallets tracked, you see that people are buying into a certain coin and then another coin pumps and you're like, wait a second, this other one's pumping because these guys aped. Like, who are these guys? And then you have on this coin, you have other people that are aping. And it's just like, it's so tiring because now you have two coins. Both of these narratives are mid as fuck, by the way. And they're just vamping each other's volume for no reason. Like the people that are in this other coin, like they know that there was another runner. They're actively choosing to ape a coin that is much lower because they missed the main runner. I'm like, dude, you literally missed a coin that's at 400k market cap. Like, just ape the fucking coin, dude. Just literally ape this shit. Just ape the one that's running. That's it. It's so simple, but it just won't happen. Like, there are a few people that have so much influence and their conscious decision to actively ape shitty lower like beta like this or the same coin is but like not the runner, it's just fucking unbelievable. Like they choose to do it. It's unbelievable, bro. Like truly. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on all that. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I think the worst part of it is these same guys will be on a space about the issues in the trenches and then contribute to the stupidity. Well, that's the thing, is that like what they try to do is they try to psyop everybody into thinking that it's not their fault. When it's like we can clearly see what's happening, but they play like the, oh, I don't know, like we don't, the trenches are just fucked, like whatever. But it's like everybody knows who vamps, everybody knows who is doing this stuff, and then they just try to play the good guy. And the fact is like a lot of these guys like are profitable and they have big accounts. So what ends up happening is like they still have a following and they still have influence and people are still stupid. So they're still just going to go ahead and they're going to copy them regardless. And they're going to be like, wait, is this one better than the one that's running? Like, it's just, that's just how it is. And so there's just like no solution for it. And so we have to live in this world where like on a whatever night tonight is, like Wednesday night, there's like a mid ass narrative on a coin that actually had volume. A couple people are in it. And then some other people are like, oh, let's fucking hop into this other one that's just as mid, but it's lower. And we didn't get into the main one. Like, dude, come on. So dumb. So dumb. I made a tweet about this. I literally said, where was it? I don't know where it is. Whatever. What's up, Chris? Thoughts on Frank and the whole MLG debacle? I don't really have an opinion on that. What's funny about MLG is I literally bought it. It went to 250 mil and I bought it at like 20 mil and I still lost money. Like I bought it when it was just nuking to zero and there was never a bounce. And I'm just like, the fuck is going on? Like, you kidding me? But that was another example of a coin that like literally just nuked to zero with no bounces. This dude, this has happened so many times where I'm like, oh yeah, this has got to be like a solid place to buy this coin. Let me find where it was. Come on, dude, back it up. Where is the fucking chart? I hate when it does this, dude. This is so dumb. Am I following the CS2 coin? I saw it, but I'm not like following it. What's my strategy now? I just wait for like good coins and good opportunities and I just like size in, and if I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm fucked. I feel like it's less method. I'm done like trying to pull up this chart. Fuck this shit. I feel like the way I trade is less methodical and more just like everything is stupid these days, so just like take a gamble. What are my usual trenching hours? Well, whenever I'm awake. So, yeah, whenever I'm awake, I you know, the PvP thing sucks because there's like no solution for it. And I think that's what bothers everybody. And it's like what's going to keep retail from coming back is like you need runners to get retail back in, but you can't have runners if every runner gets vamped. So it's like, what do you do? Like what's the solution? There's like a select few people and devs that are literally vamping other coins and they are like doing it to their own benefit so that they can make money while also making the trenches way worse. We need some up only AI tech. Yeah, dude, that's what we need. This guy says, I hope you get rich someday and be up millions, Ash. Thanks, man. I'm doing all right. Thanks. When Omochi launched, it was just such different times. When a fucking beta to a coin at 150 mil was at 30 mil. What was the other one? There was another one that wasn't Omochi. I forget what it was. It was like Mudang, Omochi, and then what's up, Duffy? Yeah. I've been doing like an hour or two stream at night. I don't know why, like at night. I guess because like during the day I get all my work done. Then I just get on here and the penguin. You remember when we found Useless on stream? Hey man, I still made money on Useless, so I can't be mad. And then Eurus is over here just rinsing fucking 7K market cap GPUs. Not even either of the two runners, just like a flat out brand new fresh ass pair. I haven't seen him ape like a main runner in actually a year. I still fuck with Pokemon, yes. I do collect. I actually am going to be selling a lot of my Pokemon cards this weekend because I have like a lot of big cards that I want to get out of. I have like the chase cards from like all the Sword and Shield. I have a ton of cards. I could show you, but I don't want to get up and get them, to be honest. If I have $10, will it be possible to run it up to 100 in a month by just holding? You hold the right stuff. For sure. Am I going to a show? Yeah, I'm going to sell these at a show. Between us and the internet, I am considering launching like a Pokemon platform. I'll leave it at that. I do have some heat. I actually have I've almost mastered an old vintage like a really I don't want to give it away yet, but like I've like a lot in cards for sure. Am I going to make any pickups? So I collect Mews. So there's a couple Mew cards that I need, but I've been going to shows like every weekend and um I've been like buying and whatever over the past like couple months, but like now that Gengar VMAX is pumping, Giratina V, I almost bought that Ancient Mew, yeah. I literally almost bought the Ancient Mew like this weekend and I didn't. It was like $1,200 and I was like, yeah. I'm not like a huge fan of it. I guess it's nostalgic, but I just bought a Gold Star Mew actually. It's graded. But I'm also at the point, Duffy, because I remember watching you open some packs. Dude, I won't open packs anymore at all. I'll never open packs. Any like good packs that I find, I just like put them away because I have the worst fucking luck and I hate the hit rates and I'm just fucking sick of it. So anytime I just don't even fucking bother. Opening Pokemon sucks. Oh, the celebrations one? That's cool. Yeah, I think a lot of people are done like opening Pokemon. But what's actually really funny is we're in like a Pokemon meta in crypto right now. Everyone is aping like Pokemon related coins, which is another top signal that makes me want to literally fucking sell everything. Damn, you guys all know about GP, right? Like the Bonk Launchpad GP coin. I swear this coin is so cursed. Holy fuck. That shit is already back down to 36 mil again. God. You like the new black and white set? Yeah, it's cool. I'm looking forward to the mega set, but like I said, I'm not gonna open it. I'm just gonna buy the stuff I want. I think Destin Rivals is a really fucking sick set too. Same thing though. I was gonna pick up the Mewtwo and a 10 at a show, but I kind of want to wait for everything to die down. I'm in like a selling mode and not really a buying mode right now. You bought GP because the bonk hype and flywheel, but buybacks get old quick. Dude, I will not buy another. I will not buy another Launchpad related token. It's just so not worth it. Like we saw what happened with Light. Look at this, dude. Do you see how fucked this coin is? Look at this. Oh my god. It looks just like GP. Look at this shit. Up, down, no bounce. GP. No, not GPU. Get the fuck out. Oh my god, dude. I can't even look up GP because everything is all this fucking these GPU coins. Look at this. Up, down, slight bounce, dump. Yeah, dude, flywheel. People do not care. You think the one worth buying could also be the most ignored, which is pump? The thing about pump is it's so high that you have to buy it on leverage. Regret not buying troll when you called it? Well, if there's another sizable dip, I'll let everybody know when I'm buying. I'm only going to buy that again if it dips like a lot more. These charts are straight gibberish. Duffy, you should learn. Straight up. You like games and you like Pokemon, you should get into crypto. Trust me. At least try it. Some people end up being really good at it, not even knowing. Yeah, all these charts look like shit though. Unda, I know you said something a little bit. Let me read this actually. Need to somehow get everyone on the same page that one of the launch pads is the major leagues and the others are not tradable. Then have that launch pad not allow multiple tickers if the coin graduates. Problem is they can't block other launch pads from making the same ticker. Yeah, totally. I hear you on that, but it's like, look at this. I want you guys to look at how fucked this is. There's 12, there's more launch pads, but it's like, I could launch a launch pad in like 2 fucking seconds if I wanted to. I considered it, by the way. I've been doing some brainstorming on like the next thing that I want to build out, and Launchpad, like it definitely crossed my, my ideas, but I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna do a Launchpad. It seems like a full-time job to get good at it. Let's put it like this, Duffy. If you take 6 months of your life to learn crypto and meme coins and everything, and you don't end up being good at it, I still think it's worth it to take that 6 months and look into it and try, because there's nothing else that you will do that will provide as much upside in a short period of time than this. What's my idea? Well, I'm not going to say it on stream, but I have a couple different ideas. Like, all okay. So let's just take this for example. We're gonna go over my troll trade real quick. Let me hide all the other track trades. So, this coin went to 280 mil. I sized in 90K here at this average, and this was 4 days ago. And I sold today into this massive pump at a 197. This was basically like a 35 to 40% pump from where I bought. We can look at like exactly what it was. And yeah, so like 35%. I made 30 grand literally in 4 days on this move. And to get this kind of return in the stock market is like unheard of in that time. And if you can figure out like a good way that you like to trade, like I like trading like this. A lot of people don't. But like once you get to, there's like levels to this stuff, but like once you get to like certain levels, like you can do cool stuff like that. Yeah, what the fuck, dude? It's just like is sitting up here not moving. Bro, look at this. What the fuck? Literally gate candle and then range forever. You couldn't imagine making 30K in 4 days from IPC? Well, it's possible. It's definitely possible. Like, there's a lot of people that do it. Now, of course, you could also lose money, but like, it's all about what this guy just said. It's all about asymmetric returns. Steez said, "Look at the coin pokey sold that you were fudding yesterday." Oh, trust me, I saw it. Don't worry. I wouldn't say I was fudding it. I just said it was fucking stupid. And I stick to that. Dude, back like 9 months ago, I remember streaming and there would just be like back to back to back to back runners. That's what I want. I want one good like solid narrative runner that we can just like all get on board. Do I think my trading style needs size to work? No. You just have to be happy with, like, for example, you could put 1,000. This is going to be a bad clip. Let me redo that. Do I think that my trading style needs size to work? No. You just have to be happy with taking 20 to 30 to 40, 50% gains and being happy with that and tuning out what other people do and constantly post like 5 to 10 X's on the timeline, because holding that long with size in this market is kind of tough. And I mean, imagine like even if you bought $1,000 worth of troll on the dip and then it mooned and it went up like 50%, like you're still making $500, and $500 is still a good amount of money to a lot of people. Some people, the thing is they just don't want to trade that way. Damn, everyone's like asking me for money now. Oh, Unda, my idea is not Launchpad related. I have other ideas that are not Launchpad related. I'm not doing. There's no idea with a Launchpad that's too far gone. What people don't realize about meme coins is that you can hit a 50% move in 3 days, and that is unheard of returns in the stock market. But people are so delusional and they look up to random people on the internet that tell them that the only way to make it is to hit 10X's. Don't redeem that. I'm not fucking doing that. Could I make something like Uzento? I would have to have a reason to want to do it, but I could build anything out. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck your points, dude. I'm not. The thing is I used to sell out. I'm not selling out anymore. Sorry. I'm thinking about buying this actually. COVID was crazy. I miss those days actually. I'm highly considering aping a big bag into this right now. Let's see where this would need to go for us to make money if I bought right here. 425 for 10%. COVID days is how you got your Pokemon sealed stockpile. You used to wait at Targets and stuff. That's actually so funny. I know so many people that did that. For anybody that wants to know, the way that you add the top 10 active buy and sell holders is by going on Axiom and clicking this thing, and then you just toggle this on right here. Bro, you so you were one of those guys? I used to buy off of like just random people on Facebook Marketplace because I didn't want to wait to open packs. But hey, man, I respect the grind. I don't knock it at all. Yo, Edumak, I'll message you about that. I don't have a problem with like scalping or anything like that. People in the Pokemon community and just in general get so mad. They're like you guys paying scalpers is the reason why prices are high and all the blah blah and like all this stuff. And it's just like, dude, fucking grow up. Like people scalp everything. People scalp cars. They scalp everything in the world. And the people in Pokemon bitch and complain about it more than anybody else. They're like, it's cardboard, like blah blah blah. I'm like, no, it's not just cardboard. There's financial incentive behind this. It's not just cards. It's not just like whatever these people want to pretend it is. Like there is money in the hobby. It is a financially driven hobby, and people that bitch and complain about scalpers and why they can't get cards for retail, it's just like that's how it is. You either pay the price or you just don't get it these days. Trust me, I wish I could get cards for MSRP too, but at the same time, if you're showing up into the hobby super late too, where like we're in a point, like I'll give you a great example. When I since we're since we're talking about this, back like 2 years ago, I literally used to go to my card shop and I would buy like cases of booster boxes and I'd just rip them. I never even kept them sealed or anything. I should have, but it was so easy to get stuff back then. And where were all these people that were bitching about scalpers? They weren't buying, they were nowhere to be found. No one won the lottery? Really? I'm going to go buy more lottery tickets then. Appreciate you. Appreciate you saying that. I went today. I bought some. Damn, this is still pumping. Are you fucking serious? My God. That's a scam. I've never heard of that coin, and I don't know. Is Goat Coin legit? I don't know. I'm not trading it again personally. You used to rip product, no hesitation. If you ever find stuff, just put it away. I hit almost every new like retail drop that comes out, and I just take all of it and just put it away. I'm like, no way am I gonna. Oh, dude, this coin has been cooking today. Let me ask you guys this. Over the past month, have you guys had fun trenching or no? Like, have you had fun trading, and has it been worth it or has it not been worth it? Did I order Mega Brit? Yeah, I did. It's a project. Yeah, I'm not buying. No. Unda says no. You love the hobby and always open to collect, but it's smarter to hold. Yeah, dude. I'm not opening Pokemon anymore. You're gonna get some sleep? All right, man. You should get into trading crypto. At least try it. Don't lose all your money though. If you have any questions, let me know. Think about it. Rip some Fidgetals packs. Dude, I should do that for the content, actually. It's funny that you say that. I have bought a ton of packs off of Courtyard and I never get anything good. I have the worst possible fucking luck opening digital packs, physical packs, winning anything. I have never won a fucking thing. I've never won a raffle. I've never won like never nothing. Literally nothing. I never pulled a rare. I've never pulled a rare NFT. I know the BZ guys. I'm not. I'm like what's funny is like I have pulled a couple cool Pokemon cards over time, but I literally had to spend so much money to get them. Like I had to spend so much money to pull them. I am quite literally the luckiest motherfucker ever. Unlucky. I'm so unlucky, is what I was saying. On the other hand, I've done well in crypto. I've done well in meme coins, but I guess you can consider that skill. So this is literally right on this fib line. It should bounce off of here, but if it doesn't, then it could definitely retest this 310. Yeah, I mean meme coins like primarily. This coin has been pumping like fucking crazy, dude. But also keep in mind that the actual market cap of it is only 39 mil. I'd say that the past 3 months have actually been pretty difficult trading, but I wouldn't trade it for anything. Like, these are the best. I'll say this: the best time to trade and to be in crypto is in times like this. Like, this is 1,000,000% the best time to be in crypto, even if you're losing, because the market is going to get better at some point, and like you have to be ready. Like you have to be. Back when in October, November, December, when I was cooking like crazy, like making over 10K a day, some days it was more than that. Like I was going insane. There were people that would join Kanto, they'd join my Discord and they would be like, Ash, wow, that's so fucking amazing, dude. Like, I want that. Like, I want to do that. And I'm like, all right, dude, just stick around and trade for 6 months to a year, if not longer. Stick around with me. I will help and we will get good at doing this. Everyone quits. Everyone quits. Meanwhile, I have continued over time to progress. Yeah, it hasn't been like up only, but it's been like, as time has gone on, I've been like really good. But it bothers me, man. Like it really bothers me because people will be like, I want this, and then like will also not take my advice. And it's like my biggest piece of advice to anybody that wants to trade and actually make money in crypto is to just continue to do it for a long time. Like just do it for a year or 2 or 3 years. Dude, by then, if you're actually like putting the time in and learning, you'll 1,000,000% you will be successful like over time. You will. Who is my best Kanto student and prodigy? Nobody. His name is actually Nobody. He came into Kanto with 20K and he followed like every trade that I was doing. Like he had my wallet and this was back in like October, November, December when like my strat was working perfect. And he turned 20K into like, I think $500,000 within 3 months, literally just tailing me. And what's funny is he actually made more money than me on a lot of trades because I would buy like the major dip of a coin and I would sell for 20% and he'd hold for like 50% and then hit it. Did I buy the Gainsey nuke? No, I wasn't on for it. Does he still trade? Yeah, he does. Why let other people bother you and their actions? Very beta. I mean, I'm not pressed about what other people choose to do with their life. I'm just saying that, like, as somebody who runs a Discord, when you talk to a lot of people and you see the way that they treat the space, it's good to understand the psychology of the way that other people treat it because you know how the other traders and like the other people are generally thinking about in the same market that you're trading in. If I had to start all over again, what would I do differently? The main thing that I would do different is I would swap wins into stables way more often. There were a lot of times, and I think a lot of people do this, like they'll sell a coin and they'll sell it for soul. Um, what I wish is that when I was trading in the bear market and when coins are down across the board from their all-time high, whole like trade into Sol or trade into ETH. But once everything starts pumping super hard, Bitcoin is at 80, 90, 100, 110K, and you see that Sol is up like, 5, 10X from the bottom. During the time, so this is what I would say during the times when during these times, if you're trading, swap into Sol and ETH and hold it and try to catch that upside. And once you start getting up here, swap everything to stables after every single day, regardless. That's the one thing that, like, because like, everybody wants to hold Sol, like, they want Sol to go to 300 or whatever. But the thing is if you are making money and when the market is good, you swap to stables, and then there's a major correction during a bull market like there was in April, that's a trade in and of itself. And being liquid for black swan events is like the most insane blessing ever. Damn, this bounced right off this line. Look at that. Directly off that fib. You just started yesterday. Are you cooked? No, you're not cooked. Takes time. You'll figure it out. Wow, this is actually pumping. Why? Hmm. Hi, Ash. Do you think we top in Q4, Q1 of next year? Yeah, definitely. I don't know when we top. I know that it's probably soon, though. I'm already positioned. And when I say positioned, like I'm already stable. I'm not willing to risk another 20 to 30% upside when we're this far along in the cycle. I've already said that I'm good. So I'm good. One of the hardest things is having a strategy, executing it perfectly, and then seeing others rolling up profits differently than trying to do what they're doing and completely deviating from your strat. 100%. And my strat that I had was really good. And it stopped working because what I used to do, I've told everybody this a million times, but like a coin would run, like, I'll give you a perfect example. Perfect example. This Spark coin, it doesn't show on this chart because it was on a different wallet. I saw this coin run to 17 million. I literally bought at a 3.6 million average with 90 SOL. And this was when the guy like said that he wasn't involved. He didn't care about the meme coin or crypto or anything. And I literally bought this dip because I was like, oh dude, this is down 90%. And the guy was just like not endorsing the coin, and then he changed his mind, and then it fucking ripped from 3 mil up to 70 mil within a couple fucking days. And I was just like, dude, because that's what I used to do all the time. The difference was is that these coins used to bounce a lot faster. Like when this dumped, it sat there for like a day, just full dump with no bounce. And comparison is the thief of joy. Like everybody loves to compare themselves to other people and try to like copy what other people do, but you got to find what works for you. Best advice if you're early to this, if you're scared to lose whatever you risk, you will lose, and don't get smoked and you will always still be in the game. Yeah. Justin, I'm going to tell you something about seeing all the other people that are on Twitter that are posting their wins and stuff. It is one of the most toxic things um to to pay attention to as a person, because you don't know if it's real, you don't know if it's legit. A lot of people blow up their port. A lot of people will post that they make a quarter million, they'll lose it, but they won't say that they lost it. So it's like just because you see that people are making money doesn't mean that they don't also lose it at a certain point. And you just got to say to yourself, like, where were you at 6 months ago? Are you doing better than you were 6 months ago? Yes. Then okay. Then that's all that matters. Like if you just progress from like, every month to month to month, and you just keep getting better and you learn from your mistakes over time, like when I first got into crypto, I literally was like up only. Like I got into NFTs, I was trading meme coins, I was doing all that stuff. I did really well, and I didn't stable enough. The whole market crashed, and I was down like 70 to 80% on my entire net worth. And then I ran it all back, and but I had to sit through like a whole bear market like all of 2023, which really sucked. And when I did that, I learned a lot about myself, and basically you'll talk to people during a bear market and everyone will tell you that they round tripped. What's funny is people will try to pretend like they aren't going to round trip this cycle right now. Last bear market, nobody thought that we were last bull market, nobody thought that we were going to dump as hard as we did. We nuked super hard, and I had calls with people all the time. All my friends, builders, every single fucking person that you talk to round tripped. All of them. Whether it was 50%, 100%, like it just happened. And everybody said the same thing. Oh, I wish that I would have sold like towards the top. It didn't even need to be the top. Like, and it was depressing, dude. Like, it was super depressing to have to like talk to people and you're just like, yeah, we fucked up. Like, we round tripped like tons of money. But I've had conversations with a lot of the same people, and a lot of them are stable. Like, a lot of them are out of the market already because they're too scared to round trip their gains again for a second time. And that's me. I feel like I just went on an insane rant that nobody asked for. Do I do this full time? Yeah. I quit my job in December of 2021, and I have not worked a normal job since. I haven't had a boss for 4 years. Wow, dude. This actually didn't die. Think this time can be different and Solana is 600 by October of next year? I don't know. Let's put it like this. If if Solana goes from 200 to $400 at the end of this year or at the in mid next year and I miss that move, I literally will not feel bad about it at all. I will not feel bad about missing that move. I don't know what happens though, and this is my problem personally. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask everybody in this chat a question. If you were in a coin and the chart looked like this, what are you doing? It's up 675% from the lows. Where can we lock up a position and have zero access for a set period? I think it's something flow. I don't remember what the name of it is. Stream flow, maybe? I forget the name. All I'm saying is if a coin has been up only for 3 years like this and the biggest dump, I want you to think about this. The biggest dump that has happened in 2 years was a 30% dip. That's not terrible, I guess. 33%. This was when Germany sold. With all that being said, though, by the way, there hasn't been a major dip in Bitcoin in a long time. I'm not selling the Bitcoin that I have. I sold everything else, but I'm not selling the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin I'm holding. If Bitcoin goes from where it is right now down to 70K, I don't really care. I got other stables that I can trade with. Like the Bitcoin that I have, I'm just holding. Personally. I'm just going to say it though. I don't know what happens. I feel like the market is tapped out personally. There's not a lot of retail here. Alts haven't pumped. People are waiting for rate cuts, but I think rate cuts are priced in. I personally am just speaking with my money and the fact that I'm not fully in the market right now. If we dip 30% again, I would definitely deploy stables. Like I would buy. But that's me. That's just me. We may have seen the last of those huge Bitcoin drawbacks, too much new money holding that bid. Yes, but what if they start to sell? Like, what if they start to sell? The thing that everybody keeps saying is like institutions are buying and stuff. And it's like, yeah, but what if they sell? Like, where are they putting the money though? They're going to put it back into Bitcoin once the market crashes. You know how this works. They create panic, market dumps, buy back lower. The swings won't be as crazy unless what happens if BlackRock starts to sell and they cause a mass nuke and then the entire market dumps? And what happens? Let me ask you a question. What happens if Michael Saylor is forced to liquidate for whatever reason? Do I think that Trump is going to let Bitcoin dip 30%? Fuck. He already did. Right here. And also, by the way, how long has Trump been in office? I guess we have 3 more years. Damn, that was such a nasty ass dip. You're calling it he leaves early on health to let JD take over? If that happens, the market nukes. Pokemon and card pulling all over the timeline today. I know. I can't wait to go sell all my Pokemon cards. There's already been a Pikachu. What was it? Surprised. This was the Pikachu runner. I use this meme all the time too. That ain't the truth. I had some help. I know a lot of people that might be trenching or whatever might not care a lot about this conversation, but like, this is the kind of stuff that people should consider and the kind of stuff that I think about every day. Have to find the next big narrative that sucks people in. Yep. You can't imagine being a trencher the last 8 months. The reason why it sucked is because back in like October, November, December, there were so many more people. It's like, imagine you're playing, I don't even know. It's like, imagine playing a Fortnite game where normally it's 100 people, but instead you're loading into a match and you just keep fucking fighting the same 10 people over and over and over again in a match. That's basically like what it felt like. But then in like October, November, December, it was basically like you were playing full lobbies and you would never see the same person twice. That's like basically what it was like. I don't know why I always compare everything to Fortnite. Do I trade perps? I'm not a perp trader personally. I know too many people that have lost everything on perps, and when I traded perps, I would always, you have to be very disciplined. Not saying that I'm not disciplined. I'm just way better at trading these markets because I understand them more and because there's a lot like less institutions in these coins and shit. And so when you're trading perps on like very highly manipulated stuff, it's just harder. Like you're playing a whole different game when you are doing perps on like majors or something compared to if you're just trading shitters. Like it's obviously different people. Um, I have no reasons other than my gut and observations, but I believe we are about to see one hell of an alt run through mid November. It's just starting. Okay, well, what coins are going to pump? Because it's not going to be everything. Do I own physical gold or silver? I do not. I took a perp trade and I was down like 60 or 70K on it. And this was like probably 6 months ago. I had never felt like sicker about a trade and I've lost more than that. But I felt terrible about that because I was like, I had no business being like this deep into a coin. I ended up getting out without losing too much, but I almost got liquidated and I was like, dude, this would have fucking crushed me. maybe troll. I already traded troll. If you want, I don't know. Troll's in a weird spot. Should Pump Fund and all other launch pads make the trenches a better place for traders rather than devs? Because all I see is 100 coins with the same name and 10K market cap. Well, the launch pads need to figure out a way to incentivize traders for sure. And I don't know if anybody is actually focused on that. But it doesn't matter because everyone would have to get behind whatever launch pad that was. I'll tell you this right now. If Elon wanted to like reshape the trenches, I believe that he has enough pull to do so. It's really up to him and what his goals are. He is the most, by far, the most influential person in all of Launchpads. He's one of the most influential people in crypto. Like, he could definitely. The Trumps could do it. How do the Trumps have control over the trenches? Or Tolley? I will never say I told you so, but please take a look if you haven't already. I'm in troll. I see another 25 to 50%. I already traded it. I already made my trade. I'm done. I'm out. I bought at 146 and I sold it 195 or 197. So yeah, I already made my trade there. I don't really want to. So let me ask you this: you think the Trumps are totally have a chance to change the trenches? Like, how would they do it? In what way? They don't own launch pads. If troll dips another like 30 to 40 to 50%, then maybe. Okay, Unda, but like explain, like I don't understand that. Like, how do the Trumps like control what happens in the Solana meme coin trenches? They're in bed with Bonk Fund, but Bonk doesn't have the market share. Pump Fund's the leader. This is like probably one of the most coulda, shoulda, woulda type situations ever. Like, ah, shit. Dude, the Trumps don't even have control over their own coin pumping. Look at this. They are cooked. This coin has literally been down only since the minute it launched. Troll versus Pump Fund versus Pengu. Where would I park 100K? Pump is hard to trade unless you're doing leverage. Pengu and Troll on major dips would be great. Do I live in Florida? No, but I went to college in Florida. I went to Florida State. What was my major? It was business marketing. Oddly enough, the guy who ended up becoming an influencer slash trader slash creator in crypto got a marketing degree that shit didn't help at all. Everything that I learned that helped me get to where I am was just all figuring it out. You're going to college for business finance? Dude, college is like, what's funny is I learned a lot when I was in college about like how to deal with people and stuff because I joined a lot of organizations and I made a lot of friends and stuff. But the only thing that college was good for in terms of the actual degree was getting me my initial job, which I only worked for 2 years and then quit. Do I dev meme coins? No, I've never. Yeah, Genesis, that is true. That is true for sure. I need to wake up. Sorry, guys. I'm like tired as fuck. You know, it's weird. Like these days, I feel like a college degree doesn't matter as much anymore. I haven't had to apply for a job, but like all I ever hear is that these days college matters a lot less and it's more about like skills that you have and stuff. Like, let's be real. If I needed to go get another job working for a company, I'm sure I could land it pretty easy just by saying, like, look, I built this platform and, you know, I've done like a lot of stuff that can be translated into like an actual, I mean, I run my own business, like, you know, but that's why it is good to focus on like other things, building a platform and stuff, because especially in crypto, like if you build a Twitter account, 5 to 10,000 followers, you get well known, you could pick up a job for sure. Especially if you shake the right hands, respond to the right people, get in the right DMs. Like there's tons of opportunity in crypto to get a job, and you do not need to be as big as me by any means, like at all. You could much smaller account. So even if you are someone who's listening to this and maybe you're not really loving like what you're doing, and if you've ever considered getting a job in crypto, step one would be to create a Twitter account and then reply to people and post good content. Let's put it like this. I can basically reach out to whoever I want to and get on a phone call with whoever I want to just by cold DMing them. I don't think I've ever I don't think I've ever reached out to someone who has like told me the only person that I've reached out to that didn't want to hop on a call with me and do like a because I reached out to them to do a content like interview. The only person that I've reached out that said no was Gake. Layden, who's Layden? If you were to have under 500 followers, how would you go about getting new Twitter followers? Mind you, this isn't the NFT era where every same PFP. That's a good question. I haven't ran up another account, but I would just like respond to tons of people. Like I would follow a lot of accounts and I would respond to as many people as I could. And I would say things that like either were in agreement or like, you know, a good, like well thought out thing. And people will eventually just start following you. Where do I think the next PvE runner is born? I don't know. Would be cool if it was like trading bots and stuff, like if Axiom and Photon and everyone else like launched their tokens. Tech related stuff, AI. Damn, Rowdy's really back. Did he sell his whole bag right before this pump? I wish that Pump Fun like opened a lot lower. Dude, if Pump Fun had opened at like a much lower valuation, it would have been the freest cook of all time. Especially if they announced the flywheel. Dude, we don't even know when they're doing their airdrop or anything. Can you believe they still haven't done their airdrop or said anything about it at all? What happens if they announce an airdrop? I don't even know. I'm assuming they have market makers to help hold it up. I feel like nobody has a good overall sentiment on on any Launchpad. Like, people have an issue with everything. I'm gonna be real, like, I'm not alone in saying this. This is why like a lot of traders and trenchers and influencers are crashing the fuck out on the timeline. Like, I'm sure you guys have probably seen it, but it's like a big problem that we have right now is that everyone is so divided. Back when AI was popping off, there was one Launchpad. It was Pump Fun, and everybody was like, "We are aping AI tokens, and if there is a mega viral thing like Chill Guy, we'll buy that too." People were only aping stuff that had AI in it. No one would ape a dog. No one would ape a cat. No one aped anything else. It was just AI. And it's like now what sucks is it's like there's 80 launch pads. There's no meta. Every coin has been done. And it's like, bro, that's why people are like frustrated and shit. So what's the next thing? Apparently, right now it's Pokemon. I bet you the Pokemon thing literally lasts a week, if that. Ash, I keep trying to tell you this. I already know. It's not like a new thing. I know. What do I trade these days? I traded cards and troll today. Those are the two coins. If you compare this to hype, it's better as more perp traders like to be trading on central exchanges, but long term it will do really well compared to pump. Pump is way better midterm. They make more rev. The only big question is the on chain trading over, which I don't think so. There needs to be more people on chain trading. That's the thing, is that like people like perps. Like, people like trading perps. There's a lot more perps traders out there than there are meme coin traders. So something like Hyperliquid is just inherently, damn, I should have fucking shorted this when I pulled it up. This shit's nuking. Holy fuck. I'm getting very tired, bros. Can't lie to you. Bro, I have like 3 months trading and I'm just losing money. That's just how it is, man. Give it another 9 months. Especially in this market, I would be surprised if somebody walks up brand new to the market and is actually printing. I would not feel bad if I was brand new starting in this market. Dude, there's people that have been trading for years that are trading this market and are getting fucking rinsed. Bro, there are influencers that are literally crashing the absolute fuck out because they are not printing. And they're like begging for pity on the timeline because they're like, whatever. I am so wrong. Meme trading is easier to continue because you have a chance, whereas perps, once you see the house is against you, you know you will always lose. What I'm saying, it was in relation to hyperliquid versus pump, where I said that more people trade perps than they trade meme coins, and that's just a fact. If you go look on Binance, the perp volume for fucking every crypto in the world is 100x what the volume of what meme coins do in a day, if not way more. This is coming from somebody who likes trading meme coins and doesn't trade perps, but I'm just saying that like when you're trading in general and you're paying attention to markets, like you have to be aware of where volume is, and like all the volume is in perps. Oh. All right. One thing I'm going to say, next stream, what we're going to do together as a stream is we're going to look for more like fucking opportunities of coins to trade, because uh I feel like we all should have bought that streamer coin for sure. And today I was just like not really, and like I feel like today I was just yapping. I wasn't really like doing any research. In the same time, I did do well trading today, so I can't complain. How long have I been trenching? 4 years. I was trading meme coins on ETH. Have I made it? Yeah, I think so. I'm very tired. This guy goes, "Keep farming, clown." I literally have not traded one coin on this entire 2-hour stream. Clown. The coins that I traded today before I got on stream were both over 150 mil, and I made money on both of them. How do I trade those coins? Well, one of them was Troll, which took 3 days to run. And the other one was Cards, which also just was absolutely cooking today. Thank you, Unda. I appreciate you saying that. Having to hold during that was tough. How much SOL am I usually sizing in on big market cap coins? I'm not really denominating in SOL right now. I'm just stables. So right now, like, depending on what it is, but like generally like 30 to 100K. Yeah. I don't know. I think this guy, whoever this is, might be LPing this because I keep getting brought to this fucking thing. People were telling me about this. Isn't this like a CSGO thing? My best hold ever was Peanut after it pumped. Yeah. I I definitely printed on Peanut. What's crazy is I made money on Peanut and I literally bought after the Binance listing. I was able to size in that this is how different things are right now. I bought over like 100K of Peanut after the Binance listing, and it still went up like 5x from where I bought. Dude, listings do not have that motion anymore. those were the days. You could literally just sit there and wait for a coin to get listed on Binance, and it would just moon. But these days, dude, like, how much profit am I usually looking for? It just depends on what my entry is and everything. If you can get a nice 30% on size trades, take those. Unless you have like mega conviction. What were my confluences for recent trades like Troll? I'll give you a good. So, damn, Troll is actually pumping back. When I bought, Troll was down 50% from all time high. And I only missed the bottom by. No, it was at. Let's see. It was 40. It was down 48%. I missed the bottom by 8%. So what I was doing is I was just waiting and being patient and being patient. What the fuck? Why did that just pop up? But yeah, I just like waited for. I was patient and I just waited for them to dump. And I bought and then I DCA'd one more time. And then I just had to wait. Because I was just like, I feel like this is going to go back up. Troll is the coin that has the most volume and the most mind share and the strongest community. And so it came down to like the coin was dumping and it had like a lot of stuff going for it. This is comethazine. Who is that? You know, I've been told that this wallet is 10 different people. I've been told that this is like Owari. I've been told that it's like so many different people. It's a shared F&F wallet. What do you mean shared? People are sharing this wallet? That wallet is so good for sure. That's why I have it listed as Godwhale. This is starting to look interesting to me. I don't know if I want to take the trade though. I'm really fucking tired. They turned the volume off for this shit tonight. Someone wicked streamer coin. Oh my god, this is pumping. This is mooning currently. Can someone share? I'll just do it. There you go. They just donated to Aiden. Is that why it's mooning? I might trade this off stream. I feel like this is such a good buy area. Powerball has no winner. Next drawing is on Saturday, right? I'm definitely buying tickets. I'm gonna buy $1,000 worth of tickets for the Powerball. Why would I not spend $1,000 on lottery tickets for this next lottery? Because I won't win? Okay. I am going to buy $500 worth of lottery tickets and do a video and post it on Twitter. Do the power play? Of course I'm doing the power play. Fuck yeah. Marketing budget. Exactly, dude. I'll tell you this. The odds are very low, but I've put $500 into a lot worse shit. I've lost $500 in much. So think about it like this. I've lost $500 in like 10 seconds on something that did not have nearly the upside as the fucking lottery. You would get more viewers? I mean, I'm going to be honest, bro. Like, I don't even really care about, like, this sounds weird, but like, I'm trying to think if that's actually true. I don't do things for views. I like do and say things that I'm retarded. Did I see Min go live earlier? He hasn't gone live in months and got 1,500 viewers from opening 5K worth of Pokemon packs. What website was it? You know what I've done in the past? I've ripped so many of these, and I'm down like $1,000 all time. I should do this. I actually don't get enjoyment opening these though. That's the thing. You remember for anybody that was watching stream yesterday, dude, whenever I like pull a good card or something, like I just do not get excited. If you do it, you have to involve the people watching the stream. Yeah, that's just not gonna happen. This is way too much. Way too much effort on my end. AKA giving away money, yeah. You know, I might do some giveaways. I might go full on giveaway boy. Damn. Dude, why did he send this back? Is this guy crazy? What the fucking hell? Why didn't he list this? This card is worth way more than fucking 1800 bucks. God, that guy is so rich. This card is sick. I have this in PSA 8. What's the most expensive card on the market? That's like a very subjective question. If I want to buy an actual box, I don't know what to get though. I see something, either get it on eBay or get it on at a card show. Isn't the box game cooked with people putting through scanners? If people have access to them. I'd show you guys my cards, but I still need to go through like a big stack of them. I got a lot of cards. I have one right here. I guess I could show you. This card's pretty sick. I fucking love this card. I bought this card for like $100. It's worth like $700 now. This card is sick. I forgot your name is Ash. Yeah, I know like everything about Pokemon. I have a fuck ton of cards. I have like a whole wall full of boxes of Pokemon cards. Like, which Pokemon is known for having the ability to change its form based on the weather? I have no fucking idea. I'm thinking about trading this, but All right, bros. I'm tired as fuck. I'm very tired. Join the Discord if you're not in it. Mello, I don't know if you joined. I will give you access if you want. I was just messing around. Damn, I look like shit. You joined yesterday? Open a ticket, please, so I don't forget. I will be back on tomorrow at some point. Thank you guys for showing up. I had a good time. Sorry I didn't trade. I'm just I'm fucking tired tonight. Like I don't know. I've been streaming for a long ass time today. But yeah, appreciate you guys. I'm not hosting anybody. I'm just gonna get off. Thank you guys for everything. I feel like I've said that 80 times. What time tomorrow? Probably like 10 Eastern. 10 or 11 Eastern at night. But if you join my Discord or follow me on Twitter, like I always post when I go live.